Salusa, March 18, 2011. As the full effects of the earthquake are being felt in Japan, so it is focusing people's attention upon it due to the vast damage, loss of life and potential for even more aftershocks. It is a situation that is making people worldwide question the sense in continuing with nuclear energy as a source of power. The more the dangers are publicized and the longer it goes on, there will undoubtedly be a groundswell against its further use. Do you see, dear ones, how eventually the truth must come out? Yet regrettably it is not until a serious condition arises. There are already calls for an alternative source of power, and our allies will be pushing for free energy devices that are already available. It is sad that man does not wake up until faced with a disaster, but if it can be a stepping stone to a new approach, it might be looked upon as at least having a beneficial outcome. Free energy would solve so many problems that exist at present, and be one of the greatest steps forward in this era. The difference in your lives would be phenomenal, and put you that much nearer to what lays ahead by way of ascension. We monitor all major events on Earth, and as far as we are allowed are always looking for ways of lessening the impact upon you. Over a long period of time we have substantially reduced radiation levels, which have inevitably followed the testing of nuclear weapons. Without such help you would by now have been a nation of very sick people. And as you know, the effects continue from one generation to another. If and when the decision is made to stop using nuclear power, we will help remove the dangerous plant and prevent it from posing a threat to you. We cannot help you unless you are prepared to help yourselves, as we must only react to requests from you rather than be seen to interfere. We would love to deal with all of your problems, but there are lessons to be learned that mean there is a proper time for us to show up. However, we are working hard to get disclosure acknowledged, and then we can really help you and would not delay coming amongst you. How life can change without any warning, and so suddenly that you are often ill-prepared. At least you have been made aware of what lies ahead, and with your input all will proceed as planned. You are vital to the outcome and getting an enormous amount of attention. The universe is closely following your journey, as it is important that you reach the stage of readiness to become galactic beings. The cycle of duality is to all intents and purposes over, and we want as many souls as possible to return to the level that was your home in past times. Many of you know that Earth is not your real home, and yearn to return to it. It will be like taking a grand holiday in the sun, after being underground for all your life. Everything will be so bright and beautiful, the very air you breathe clean and refreshing, and an uplifting energy permanently around you. It cannot be much different wherever your home is located, as so much more perfection exists in the higher dimensions. One day in the future you will look back and no longer feel any pain or unhappiness, because the high energies of the love vibration will have taken over. You will be in a permanent state of joy and happiness, and dark thoughts will not even enter your mind. All souls together and such energies become as one, and share a close bonding in a high state of love and light. But for reasons of service to others, you would have no reason to return to the lower dimensions. Indeed, if anything, you will move into even higher levels for the purpose of furthering your evolution. Progress is ongoing and only ceases when you fully return to the source of all that is. Peace will come to Earth, so do not feel downhearted if for a time the dark ones are able to resist change, as it will only be a temporary hold-up. The higher energies planted upon the earth are so powerful that they will transmute the lesser energies. That will take away any possibility that the dark ones had of making more mischief, and soon they will be stripped of their power, and we can start our many projects to lift up Earth and the people upon it. It will happen, and then the suffering upon Earth will be dealt with quite quickly, and a happy civilization will emerge. Health will be a principal benefit upon ascension, as in near perfection you will not experience the aches and pains of the old carbon-based body. You will stay young and healthy, and in the process of ascension will be healed of any condition that is anything less. The dynamics of the energies playing upon Earth are setting up the grid that will bring the new Earth into being. At the same time they will uplift you also, and both will be ready for the final action leading to ascension. It calls for more time being allocated to your personal development, so that you may take the opportunity to raise your vibrations. Meditation is most suitable and recommended. Even if you can only find limited time in which to do it, at least find quiet moments when you can unwind from what is a stressful time on Earth just at present. Being fearful will not help, and your health will benefit if you can find a little time for yourself each day. Also remember when you are in a relaxed state to send out your love to wherever you see it is needed. Perhaps you are already in a group presentation, and that will be even better and more powerful. Money worries occupy many people, but even these will disappear in time as debts are forgiven, and wealth is distributed more fairly. Can you imagine the relief when people can start again with not just a clean sheet, but with the advantage of being funded once more? It will be but one step towards a brand new society that focuses on sharing and works for the benefit of each other. Dealings will be carried out above board, and the authorities will show their honesty in whatever they do. People will be consulted much more than now, and have more say in matters that concern them. In one way or another the old paradigm will die away, as it has ceased to fairly reflect the needs of the people for eons of time. I am Salusa from Sirius, and trust that the information we give answers many of your questions. They are not complete and best addressed when we can come to Earth, when we shall spend much time quickly acquainting you with all that is to follow. We send our unconditional love to all of you. Thank you, Salusa.